I grew up hearing about strange things that happened in my village during Christmas time. People whispered stories of bundles of cash, mysteriously appearing on roads and at the junctions. Anyone who picked this money would vanish, only to reappear as a goat or a yam in the hands of a witch. The elders always warned us, but for many, the temptation of free money was too great. This story is about Otumba and his two closest friends, Ade and Bala. These men were not poor, but they wanted more. They wanted to become the most richest and powerful men in the village, and they were willing to do anything to achieve it. It all began one December when these three men decided to visit a powerful witch. The witch lived on the edge of the forest, in a small hut surrounded by dry bones and strange markings. When Otumba and his friends arrived, they told her they want wealth beyond imagination. She agreed to help them, but warned them of the price. She handed them bundles of enchanted money. She told them to scatter it at various junctions in the village. Anyone who picked up this money would be cursed and transformed into a goat or a yam, and these items would be brought to her and be turned to cash. The first item is for me, the witch said, her eyes glowing unnaturally. After that, you will get your share. The men agreed without hesitation. They scattered the money that night, laughing at how easily they could achieve their dreams. Otumba spoke of buying a car. Ade dreamed of building a new house, and Bala wanted both. Welcome to African Folktale Story Hub. Do well to subscribe. By morning, people were disappearing. A woman who picked up money on her way to the stream vanished. A young boy returning from school never made it home. The villagers grew frightened and whispers of curses filled the air. Otumba warned his two daughters, Tolu and Yemi, never to pick up anything from the ground. Don't let greed lead you astray, he told them sternly. Tolu, his eldest, nodded but seemed very distracted. She was a curious and headstrong girl. Meanwhile, Ade's mother, a kind woman who loved her family deeply, was preparing to visit the market. She passed by the school junction and spotted a bundle of cash along the roadside. She couldn't believe her luck. God has blessed me, she exclaimed. She picked up the money and vanished. When Ade returned home and found his mother missing, he panicked. He searched for her for days but found nothing. Guilt gnawed at him, but he didn't dare confess to the villagers. One afternoon, Tolu was sent to the market to buy some Ijebu garri. As she walked past the river junction, she saw a bundle of cash lying on the ground. She remembered her father's warning, but was tempted. I need new sandals, she thought, and maybe some bangles and beads too. She looked around to see if anyone was watching. Then, ignoring the voice in her head, telling her to walk away, she picked up the money just like that. She vanished. When Otumba realized Tolu hadn't returned, fear gripped him. He searched everywhere, calling her name, but she was nowhere to be found. Deep down, he knew what had happened. His greed had come full circle, and now it had claimed his daughter. The next morning, Otumba, Ade, and Bala returned to the witch, hoping for answers. She greeted them with a sly smile. "You've done well," she said. "The offerings are complete. Now, take your money and enjoy your wealth." Otumba hesitated. What about my daughter? What about Ade's mother? The witch expression turned cold. "You knew the cost of this deal. They are part of the offerings. There is no bringing them back. The three men left the witch hut, carrying the cost money, but the weight of their actions crushed them. Otumba wept openly, clutching the money he no longer wanted. Ade and Bala were equally distraught. They decided to confess everything to the village elders. When the truth came out, the village was outraged. The elders declared Otumba, Ade and Bala as outcasts. No one spoke to them again. They became strangers in their own land, shunned for their greed and the pain they had caused. Life in the village was never the same. People remained cautious, especially during the Christmas season. The mysterious disappearance stopped, but the memory lingered like a dark shadow over the community. Otumba spent the rest of his days in regret, staring at the empty chair where Tolu once sat. Ade never forgave himself for his mother's fate. Bala left the village, unable to face the people he had betrayed. This Christmas, be honest and kind. Real success comes with hard work and a good heart. Remember, there is Christmas every December. Be content and thankful for life and the little you've achieved.